Oh, what's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Good evening, good night. Why do we say good night as a goodbye? It should be like also good night as a greeting. Anyways, enough of that thought. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. We're going to listen to Amon Düül 2. We're going to listen to the track Mozambique, which is off of the album Viva La Trance, which was released in 1973. So, we had listened to Archangel Thunderbird a long time ago, and I wasn't really Clicker wasn't quite starting with them, right? So ever since that time, a lot of people had said, you know, that wasn't exactly the right place to start, etc., etc. So this song has been recommended a few times here and there. I see Frank Goebel, you recommended this. Greg A, did you recommend this? I don't think you did, actually, no. I also see Gel Soul, and then Janine and Frederica as well. So thank you guys, of course, for the suggestion. I'm ready to dive back in, see what the band's about. Maybe I'll get a more wider scope. Well, I will get a more wider scope because, you know, I'm listening to another song from them after only hearing one. So it's going to be a wider scope no matter what. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into it, and we'll talk about it after. La, 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 la. Let's go. Plus, now I'm exposed to a lot more music, so I might understand a little better. Someone's making some noise over there to the side. Oh, okay. Celebrate.
Every victim is searching for his hangman. Every hunter is gone.
I like this dark psychedelic jazzy vibe that it has.
Victim find a victim and hang the hangman. Better to die as a free man than to live as a slave. Clap your hands because you're gonna die.
I like the lyrics. It's kind of a cool track. I like that. All right, yeah, this is good. I like this. He's good too.
The white beast is in the villages, dealing only in death, with his soul left behind him. He is the raper of women.
gonna talk about this one. We're gonna talk. Talk. I really like their sound. This is really cool. It's dark, but at the same time, the fuzziness is hidden somewhere. Very melodic. This is the kind of like chaos that I get lost in, that I get swept up in. It's almost meditative. It's like a fat bass and fat guitar sound. It's like just extremely fuzzy. They're just growing in intensity, just growing and growing without any sort of let up, like at all. And you have so many other sound effects that are happening within this maelstrom. And all these little cosmic spaceship-like sounds fluttering and hovering in the air. Guitar breaks through.
Unite and fight.
I gotta tell you, that scared something out of me. I was not expecting such close whispering at the end. I was like coming down from that ecstasy that we just had, and all of a sudden, unite and fight. Like it scared me. It actually scared me. Okay, this was really, really cool. I really enjoyed this. The ending. Okay, we're gonna talk about a few things, but I want to know what you guys felt about, or how you guys felt about the ending there. Within that chaos, within that maelstrom, within that ecstasy, did you like how long it went on, or did you think that it went on too long? Because on a first listen, I have to tell you that it was one of those moments where I got swept up into the music. It's kind of like how like I've talked about with Magma, how they have this sort of chaos or chaotic element in their music, but there's also something very hypnotic about it. You kind of fall into step with their dystopian march, and you just kind of get lost in thought. I guess you could kind of make an argument that it makes sense in some concepts, but you kind of get lost in thought, and you're just kind of like your mind is just going instinctually with the motions. And I felt like in here, it was so heavy, obviously, but at the same time there was a deep kind of meditative quality. I was kind of finding myself lost in that fuzz, you know? Like the guitar was just fuzzy in there. Like dice on your windshield, kind of fuzzy. Which I thought was really, really cool because it's both heavy, but also kind of soft a little bit in a different kind of way. And like I said, that might just be me, but that's how I was feeling. I really enjoyed the vocals as well. I like how the track built up from this scenery, kind of a nocturnal, I don't know, scene. And then you kind of hear like, you know, the percussion, the little bit instruments, some vocal harmonizations, and then eventually it becomes, you know, its own thing. And then eventually it gets into the ending, which I really, really enjoyed. This is how I feel about the track. This is what I was kind of thinking when I was listening to the sound of it. This type of sound to me sounds like the other side of the coin of Canterbury's scene. Hear me out. I feel like they both have a similar production. They both have a similar sound. But this goes for something a little bit darker and heavier in moments with a little bit of an edge, while some of what we've heard of in the Canterbury scene can be a little bit more jovial, frolicky, charming. But there's similar, very similar, I feel, techniques and instrumentation and use of instruments and melodies even that put them on the same coin, just different sides. Because I was listening to this and I'm like, I know this is maybe a weird comparison, but I was thinking about Caravan. I was thinking about In the Land of Grey and Pink, and some of the notes and chords that Amon Düül are playing here kind of sound like chords and notes that they would play over on Caravan, but just like slightly heavier, of course, but edgier. You know, I don't know. And I really enjoyed this singing here as well. There's kind of a, not operatic, because that's definitely not what I mean, but that powerful outpouring, that powerful outcry in this singing. There's drama happening, which of course, if you look into the lyrics, which I really like, I don't know what they're talking about exactly, but there is deep purpose within this. The opening lines are, clap your hands because you're going to die. That's like one of those openings for a book. You know, you open the book, open the first page, you read those two lines, and you go, oh, I gotta finish this book right now. I gotta see what follows that, because that's a starter. That's a fire starter. Every victim is searching for his hangman. Every hunter is stalking his prey. Victim find a victim and hang the hangman. Better to die as a free man than to live as a slave. And then repeat the lines, clap your hands because you're going to die. I like that line. Better to die as a free man than to live as a slave. It kind of reminds me of the line from Paradise Lost, in which I believe Satan says it's better to rule in hell than to be a slave in heaven. That's not how it goes. I butchered the line. Better to rule in hell than to serve in heaven. I don't know. It's a good line. And so I'm kind of getting the idea of this. And while I may not know the exact meaning behind what they mean here in the lyrics, the message is similar. The white beast is in the villages, dealing only in death, with his soul left behind him. He is the raper of women, mutilator of children, murderer of men. Unite and fight. Now, I'm just taking possible historical context into this. Could we be talking about, it says the white beast is in the villages. The song is named Mozambique. Could this be, I'd be assuming European invasion into this land? Hence the white beast. And perhaps what happened, what occurred. Kind of like Zulu. Remember that movie? I don't know. But I do know that I really did enjoy this song. That was really, really good. Thank you guys for the recommendation, because I'll be honest, at this exact moment, I don't even remember the other track that we listened to. Was it Archangel Thunderbird? I forgot it already. I don't remember it right now, but I do know that I enjoyed this in the present. So thank you guys for the recommendation. Of course, let me know what you all thought in the comments below. You can follow me over on Twitter, support the channel on Patreon. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'll see you all later. Bye.